Hello, everybody. It's Allison Phillips here, and today I am chatting with Trevor Blake yet again about a new course that he's doing. And I asked him if I can do a short interview with him on what the course is about, since I'm an avid reader and implementer of 3 Simple Steps. I'm curious to know what's different about this new course that he's running. And so I had some questions for him, actually quite a few questions for him for our interview today. Welcome, Trevor.
Hi, Allison. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk about the physics of success, which is your new endeavor for the spring. So my first question for you, Trevor, is what's the reason, what motivated you to launch this particular course called the Physics of Success? I know that 3 Simple Steps is out there and successful in changing lives already. So why the Physics of Success? What motivated you to start that?
Well, people kept asking for a course. I get lots of emails from people saying, when are you going to do a 3 Simple Steps class? And I don't want to just do a repetitive 3 Simple Steps class because it wouldn't be value for money. My original intention was to wait until my next book is published. My next book is more business focused, and then have a course that mixed both business and personal growth together. I think that would be really, exciting for everybody. It'd be very educational and good value. But so many people kept asking for a course on 3 Simple Steps because they've read the book, they've implemented the steps, they're seeing changes in their life, and they just want a deeper knowledge. And so it was in response to that, and I thought, well, why not? Let's start and see how it goes. And the demand has been overwhelming. I haven't even started sort of advertising it yet, and we have a load of people signed up already. So it's going to be great fun too. That's another reason to do it.
Yeah, and people from all over the world have already signed up to be a part of the course already.
Yeah, they have, and of course all the sessions. I'm saying this with great confidence, knowing that I'm not the most technically gifted person in the world, but I'm going to try and record all the sessions, and then they'll be available afterwards for people who are sort of time challenged, because we're going to be doing it at about between 5 and 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in America, and that's not suitable for everybody. So there will be recordings available as well.
Okay, great. So, given what you have heard, since this course was motivated by the feedback that you have heard from 3 Simple Steps users, what are the, say, 3 to 5 challenges that they are experiencing that prompted them to ask for something more and something deeper? Or what are some of the challenges you're seeing overall that this particular Physics of Success course would be helpful in addressing?
Well, I think people who've taken the book to heart and are following the steps in order, which is critical, of course, have realized that actually 3 Simple Steps is a book about quantum physics, and have understood that I avoided at all costs and all chances using that phrase quantum physics, because when you say quantum physics, people start jumping out of windows and trying to avoid you, because it can be overwhelming to people and terrifying, and so but people get that there's more to this than just some feel-good ideology. This is real science, real practical steps, and they're seeing changes. And so they want to get a deeper understanding, and that's really what I'm trying to do. That's the number one thing I've seen, is that people are requesting this deeper understanding. The second thing I've noticed a lot, which perhaps I should have anticipated, but I didn't, was that success can be surprising to people. It can be overwhelming, especially if you've been stuck in your version of quicksand for many years, in some cases decades. And then suddenly things change, and it's fantastic at first, but then you get that period of second guessing, and I start to see self-sabotage, that, oh, it was too good to be true, it really wasn't for me, and they go back to the old habits very quickly. And I think sometimes you need to take the level of understanding a little deeper, so that you can recognize when that happens and when you're doing that to yourself. So I think the physics of success is going to help people recognize what they're doing after they've had success, and in fact that inside them they may have this little fear of success, and we'll try and get into that and understand how to handle it.
Okay, so mainly for people who may want to know how to sustain the success they began to experience with 3 Simple Steps. Because what I hear you saying is that some people began with 3 Simple Steps, and that fear of success or fear of failure caused them to get off track with the 3 Simple Steps principles, and this particular course helps them to get back on track, but also to sustain it. Is that it?
That's it. But this course shows scientifically why things happen the way they do, and it's like anything else. If science is science, okay? So it doesn't matter whether you believe in science or not. Science is there. If I tell somebody, if you pull the ice out of the fridge and leave it on the counter, it's going to melt. Well, it doesn't really matter whether you believe me or not, that you pull it out of the fridge, it's going to melt. It's science. And I think that's what people want to get. At first, they tried the 3 simple steps. It worked brilliantly in their lives, and then this is a surprising situation I find myself in. Money's coming from places I didn't expect, and then they start to self-sabotage mentally. And they do that because they don't quite understand what has happened. They've enjoyed what has happened, but they don't understand it. So we're going to get into what that is all about, and we're going to be talking about quantum physics and completely demystifying it.
Okay. What about people who have not tried 3 simple steps yet and may see this interview and they're thinking, well, is this for me? Do I have to read 3 simple steps first in order to get into this course? How would you respond to that?
Yes and yes, it's for anybody, but you're not going to get much out of it if you haven't read 3 simple steps. And if you're paying $299 to get into the Physics of Success course, then you'd be a bit of a fool not to pay $9.99 to buy the book and read it beforehand. So I'm assuming that everybody that attends has the common sense to read the book or reread it before they attend the first module. You know,
Sure.
I can't make people do it. I'm just recommending it.